now on the mini budget that comes on right after this break on The Brief. Don't go anywhere. Of course, it's time to bring in our second guest, but let me give you some context. In the last couple of days, the 107.7 billion temporary operating budget has been passed in the Dewan Rakyat. It is mainly to pay salaries of civil servants and other related operational expenditure to ensure the smooth operations of the government until the new budget is passed. According to the Dewan Rakyat order paper, funds for the temporary budget will come from the Development Fund while the government reworks the proposed 2023 budget tabled by the previous government before Parliament was dissolved last month in November. Well, joining me at this time is A.T. Kumararaja. A.T., thank you for joining us and for doing this. Let's project this a little bit more. Your thoughts on Parliament the past few days, A.T.
Must congratulate the current Prime Minister and also the 15th Parliament sitting, because a lot of things have changed the way Parliament has been approached, but also congratulations on winning the vote of confidence despite being a voice vote. And also, I think must congratulate the current Speaker, Dr. Johari, because he's like taken it like fish to water in terms of managing the Parliament as such, because this is the new unity government in the sense that, but we still have opposition, and I think it has done pretty well. Must congratulate both the opposing bench, who's also been fairly pragmatic about the way we approach this, and also congratulations to the government in terms of passing the mini budget. That's also another big news. Today, I think the Dewan Negara must have had the shortest sitting, but they too approached in a very nice way, including all the controls. So well done to Malaysia and well done to the parliamentarians themselves.
A.T., now, if this, what we're seeing, is a prelude to the January sitting, how do you think the rest of the budget will take shape? Or perhaps give us an indication of what you think it might look like.
Okay. So let's look at the numbers per se, right? So I think even Bernama still tends to report the $107 billion which has been actually approved. But that's actually the operational budget itself. Then you must look at the development budget, which the Prime Minister himself mentioned, $55.96 billion. So together, that's about $163 billion which has been approved yesterday at the Dewan Rakyat and today at the Dewan Negara. If you use that as a benchmark, that 163 billion, 107 OPEC, and another $56 billion in terms of government expenditure, that's about 45% of the total budget which was presented to us in October by the previous government. In many ways, a lot of those things have been just interjected in terms of continuation is there, and if you look at in terms of education, everything goes on as normal. First half of next year, you'll have another $150 per student per family, per student, which is also goes regardless of income level. Look at the 50,000 MyStep jobs which will be created, 35,000 of them coming from GLP. All these are good stuff, including the immediate need for NATMA, which is about $400 million. To me, that is a little bit of not being the norm, but if you look at the development expenditure created for 2023 budget, that was about 25%. In this case, now it's 35%, but then that's first half. So we tend to have a little bit of the first half in terms of heavy. I think the budget 2023, which is to be presented February this year, would mirror what we had seen in October this year, but with some tweaking towards the new economic landscape that we'll find challenging in 2023. And also, I think,
I just wanted to say that, with regards to the budget, we have discussed at length prior to October, November, but moving forward for the 2023 sort of look at the budget, what would be some of your concerns, around the formation of this budget or this version of the budget?
So we talk about the things that we should aspire, but also we must look into the fact that we must present a more fiscally disciplined budget. We have 5.8 fiscal deficit using the current numbers, even including the mini budget, you probably land at 5.8. That's not a balanced budget per se. I think our Prime Minister was one of them who, during his first tenure as a finance minister, then in the 1990s, we probably had a balanced budget. But now, both COVID has given us the leeway or the room for us to actually burst our budget in terms of this expenditure. But I think putting back some discipline in terms of the fiscal deficit as we move forward in the next couple of years would probably restore the confidence in our ratings, especially at the international agencies. But don't forget, Jesse, but across the world, many people have actually broken this fiscal deficit. So Malaysia is not in a very bad position, but our room to borrow is not very high because we are already at, as the Prime Minister mentioned, 1.04 in terms of 1.04 trillion in our borrowing, which is already 63.8% of our GDP. Our Parliament has only allowed us to borrow until 65% of our GDP, which is about another 100 billion or so. So, and we spend 18% of our revenue towards spending in terms of interest of here on our this 1.1 billion debt. So we've got very little room left, but I think going forward we have a disciplined approach.
Well, that is refreshing to see that moving forward there will be greater possibilities with this budget. Thank you for weighing in and thank you for sharing your perspective. We will of course be dialing you again. Till then, take care. Well, that wraps up this edition of The Brief. This has been The Brief with